I'm there. Oh, I'm here. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all keeping well on this not so nice Friday. Probably going to be a bit of a short one today because I'm shooting off up to see Dale this afternoon and Andy and Sinye as well. I don't know. It might last an hour. It might not. We will see. I'll just bring the guys in. And there we are. So we've got Scott Turner and we've got JP as well. Background before he blows out again.
You got the horn, Jamie.
Change camera. Right. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do another vase type thing. I've got a very nice piece of spalted silver birch on the lid today that I got from Andy Hale. I got this from. So we're going to turn a nice vase out of this. Get the speed turned up a bit.
Right.
There we go. I'll start turning and the guys can keep me up to date what's happening in the chat.
So, where are we? Joining us this afternoon, we have Steve Ash, Lawrence, Chris Dodds, Terry Bartlett, Tommy's Workshop, Robert Dolman, Michael McEwen, I just jumped a little bit to Steve Ellis, Jay's Cabin, John Scarborough, Kitty602, Steve Hale, Woodworm Paul, Robbo, David Miller, and I think that is everyone at the minute. J.M. Woodcraft in Sussex. Oh, whereabouts in Sussex are you, J.M.? Felicity W.T. Sorry, darling.
How you doing, everybody?
Extremely punky this is, but such is life.
Such is life.
The wood Jedi you are, though, Wayne, you'll sort it out.
Out of curiosity, Wayne, if I've got a piece of wood that's spalting really, really badly,
yeah,
right, and I don't plan on turning it just yet, what's the way that I can stop that spalting from carrying on?
If it's already cut and already dried, it'll probably already have stopped.
And what if it's still wet?
If it's still wet, there's not a hell of a lot you can do about it, really.
Really?
I don't think. Unless somebody else in the chat knows differently.
What about microwaving it to dry it?
Yeah, you could
I haven't got a microwave that big, mate.
Depends on the size of the piece.
Just don't tell your mum.
I haven't got a microwave that big, mate.
Put it
in the oven, I suppose.
Keith's in, Greg's Alexandra's in. That's Keith Jarvis.
Vicky's out there.
Is Vicky in the chat? Oh yeah, look, Vicky's in the chat. She's Malcolm Douglas. Did JM stay whereabouts in Sussex he was? Pete Twisted Trees.
Hey,
Robbo says SBA.
SBA. Okay, Robbo. What's that stand for?
It's a pen turning term, I think. Spalted beach ash.
I don't even know if this will actually hold in the chuck.
What, in case it crushes it?
You haven't had a fly in.
Oh,
for a
it
little while.
means sweet bugger all.
Love it.
Nice one, Robo.
Steve Ash said, scorch it. Might raise the temperature enough. There is that. The outside, at least. Or I could just turn it.
Turn it.
Right, let's. Oh, that looks very punky. This is. If this doesn't work, I might have to put another piece of wood on the lathe.
Robbo says it's similar to SFA. I think I get your point now. I don't think we need to know what that is, Robbo.
No, I think we can guess that. Didn't Caitlin do a thing where she put really punky wood in washing up liquid or something to harden it up? Does that work?
That was probably just stop it from cracking and warping. So Mr. Jacobson has a some water butts at his house, which he stores wood in to stop them from cracking and checking.
Yeah.
So when it comes to use them, he just takes them out and puts them on the lathe.
You can find that you can actually dry wood quicker. Oh, this is going to be awful. This is. You can dry wood quicker if you boil it.
We have a lovely Ruby Claire is in the chat.
Hi, Ruby.
Oh, hey, Ruby. Need to go and nick that saucepan my nan used to have, then she used to boil all the whites in.
Do you know what? My mum's got a massive one. She puts all the tea towels and that in there.
Yeah. I said whites. It's not really what she used to boil in there, but it sounds politer.
Let's get this speed up a bit.
Hodgepodge is out there.
Hi, Robert.
Copper Owl's out there. Doug Miller's out there. So we have 37 watching.
Chris Dodd says, JP, burn it down to ash in resin, and then turn it. Just think it outside the box.
So don't forget to smash that thumbs up, guys. Show Wayne some love. Also, in the description down below, if you really love what Wayne's doing, is a link to his Buy Me a Wine, which is actually Buy Me a Coffee. But that goes towards Wayne buying equipment to improve in your viewer experience. And pinned to the top of the chat is a link for the Makers quiz tonight. Battle of the Makers. I think it's a draw at the moment, 4 apiece. Listening to Shug the other night, he's going for blood, isn't he?
Ruby said, problem with boiling it is it breaks down the cell structure of the wood. And Pete from Twisted Tree says, possibly best not to boil in insect and mud infested timber is your wife's cooking or washing pans.
They don't need to know about it, Pete. Do it when they're out. It's like the day I tried washing the extractor bag in the washing machine while she was out. She come back, the foam coming out of the washing machine, all over the floor of the utility room. I'm not trying to clean it.
You're not supposed to put washing up liquid in it.
I didn't. I just put slightly too much, washing powder in. I used powder and one of those capsule things because I thought the capsule thing was just comfort.
When I was a younger rogue, if that's what you want to call it, we put there was a man-made fountain, well, not fountain, more of a waterfall in town. And me and
know
my
where you're
friends
going with
done loads
this.
of washing up liquid and bubbles and all that kind of stuff inside of that water fountain or waterfall. And it went all over. All the bubbles went all over the road.
Yeah, we've got one down the bottom of Horsham town centre, and which they've taken the water out of it now and planted trees in it instead. Because kids used to do that. Felicity's in.
Hello, Felicity.
Elf Key snuck in there.
I do like that shape, I must admit. I'm going to have to do that with that piece of laburnum that I've got.
Jennifer's in. She's sorry she's late. As long as she brought cake, Jennifer,
Hello,
you'll be
Jen.
all right.
Oh, I'm starting to get a decent
Robbo said Condi's crystals was and soap was better.
David Nichols in. So I've got some big bits of oak here that are 6 inches by 6 inches, probably by, I don't know, between 10 and 12 inches long. And I'm going to do a big vase. I might go for a shape like that. I think it'd look quite cool. It'd be like an urn, wouldn't it? Why did I want to use softener on my dust filter bag? Because I thought that's what you put in the washing machine, isn't it?
Dyer says, hi all, just heading home, then he'll join.
Grand.
Cool.
Cheers.
Kirk
Hamilton's in.
It's a new name.
Who's that?
Kirk Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Don't recognise that. And Paul Hyton, the Greasby Turner.
Mm-hmm.
I need to send an SOS to the wife. Bring coffee.
I've got my coffee.
Is that too noisy?
No. We've been out this morning, so it was all like in, quickly fire up the computer, and then I've realised I haven't got a coffee cup in the shed.
Pete Twisted Trees says, did get busted using the dishwasher on motorcycle engine parts. It took longer than I expected.
I busted our dishwasher.
The Wood Dude's in, says afternoon earworms, and a wonderful Friday people are out there. Steve Ashler Turner says, can barely hear it, Wayne.
Excellent.
Yeah, I had an accident in the shed, went indoors, shouted at the missus to phone an ambulance, and then...
Did they get the splinter out?
No, I put the chops all through my thumb. I then passed out and dented the dishwasher. Jennifer, yes, I was going to send you a message last night, but work was manic. Thank you very much, I did, and I'm going to be doing a video with them. Ian B. Handcraft has joined.
Robbo says he washes his facials in the dishwasher. Someone's put out a video the other day about cleaning the visors, the plastic, the actual see-through parts of it, how they cleaned them. And I can't remember for the life of me of what they said they used.
Chris Dodds reckons I'm not domesticated. I am. I can use a cooker. I can use the iron. Washing machine. I just choose not to. And Copperhouse says, can I put my extraction bag in the dryer? I didn't. I just hung mine out on the washing line. What do you use to clean your visor, Jamie?
I don't buy a new one. I wait till it gets really, really bad, then I just buy a brand new one. Because you'll always end up with bits of CA glue put over it, like sanding sealer that's gone hard. But there is, I saw a post and someone mentioned what they used to get it off, and I can't think for the life of me what it is.
So Malcolm Douglas has just said isopropyl alcohol is the best visor cleaner.
That might have been it.
Oh, I've
Do you
got
know
some
what?
of that.
That may well have been it.
Ian Handcrafted says soap and water.
Part of me was thinking it was the same stuff that what's that stuff called that's in nail varnish remover?
Acetone.
Acetone.
Acetone. Part of me was thinking it was that, but I don't think it is. But I think I think Malcolm was right. I think it is isopropyl alcohol. And if anyone wonders where you get that from, you can get it from just about anywhere. Chemists do it, or pharmacy, if that's another way of saying it.
I think I got mine from Amazon.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can get it
mine's
from
from
Amazon.
Amazon or eBay or somewhere like that.
It's used quite a bit in the 3D printing world.
I got
Right,
mine
that's
because Wendy
running at
suggested
about
it. For
500 now, just to get this drilled out. This is going to drill out something rotten. This is. It's going to be all dust and everything.
Yeah, well, Wood Dude and Robbo basically just confirmed what I thought. And Hodgepodge said it. Basically says acetone and plastic, big no-no. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Chris Dawes says that's what Brian does when his lathe's dirty. He just buys a new one. So have you come up with a question for today, Jamie?
Have I come up with a question for today? That's a good point. Let's think of one.
That's better.
Is it bleached out too much?
No, mate, it looks all right.
Right, hang on. Just let me. What's it like with the lights out?
That's better.
That's better. Okay, leave the lights out. Pull this back out so I can start the lid up again.
Go on then. If Wayne had to name his workshop, what would he call it?
He already has.
Dusty bin.
Dusty bin.
In fact, no, I've got
the asylum.
I've got 2 signs on the door, and one of them says psychiatric ward.
I like that.
I am not going to enjoy hollowing this out.
Here's a question for you, right, for everybody. In what year do you think Wayne's workshop was very first cleaned?
In answer to naming his workshop, Copper House says Shoppy. Or Slopey Shoppy.
See who can get to the closest decade.
No, thank you.
Copper House is 1882.
Did you see my SOS?
Steve Asher's first cleaned. Right, we've got 2025. Felicity says 1974. Vicky said 1979. Wooddo says 1050 BC. Malcolm Douglas says 2050. Christos says never. Hodgepodge says 1 week before Wayne purchased the place. Ruben's Woodcrafts is out there.
Hi,
Hello,
Ruben.
Ruben. Been a long time.
Hello, Ruben. Do you not get James to come out?
I can't believe Vicky's out there bullying you, Wayne.
Do you not get what, Scott?
Do you not get Jane to come out and tidy your workshop?
You are fucking pissed, aren't you?
I can't believe Vicky's out there bullying you, Wayne. She normally bullies Dale.
My missus is in the workshop. She's just looked at the camera and gone, "That's such a mess, Wayne. I'd have a field day cleaning that up." Shall I send her up? No, that's why you're not allowed near.
Lawrence says I clean it before it becomes dirty. I think that's probably why Mike Waltz never visited.
Was that?
He'd have a Connery if he did.
Now, see, I've got a trick. I just go, "Oh, I'm live in a minute," and the workshop's a mess, and then my good lady wife comes out and helps tidy it up.
No.
I do it myself.
Jin only ever comes in this workshop. In fact, she doesn't usually come in. She usually stands at the door and shouts at us. Right then.
What did Lawrence put? Sid's repurposing's in. G'day, Sid.
Hello,
Hey,
Sid.
Is Darren in yet?
Not yet.
Not
Must be
seen.
busy doing something.
I've been keeping an eye out for him.
I use a leaf blower in my workshop when it gets bad. No, that just blow it everywhere.
Right. Use a different hollow one tool today. How far is that going to go down? I should be able to okay. Move these out of the way and get my tail rest, tail stock. Right, how's that? Tail stock still in the way. That's better.
Vicky's being a kiss ass now. Sid said he didn't send him a link, so he possibly forgot. David Nichols says he opens the garage door on one end and blow everything out there, so I don't use a leaf blower in a closed shop.
It's the only thing about these flaming cutters, they always get bunged up.
Out of your vast tool collection, Wayne, have you got a favourite?
Yes. My 3/8 Robert Sorby Excelsior ball gouge. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Fair play.
It can be used for just about anything. Put this tool rest up a little bit. Turn the speed up. That might help.
Hodge says, Drilly says he's gonna be upset now because you didn't say him.
Gonna need it.
Tool rest up a bit more.
Wayne, the big feeties is in.
Hello, Wayne. Auntie Val?
Ben Jennings this morning.
Hello, Ben. Lawrence says if anyone needs the workshop to stay clean, the best thing is to do nothing in it.
Nah, that's boring.
I hate punky wood.
Of course, they've just got a free shipping email from Craft Supplies. I feel like I don't have to use it, otherwise it'll be wasted. Tommy's workshop says I've done nothing in my workshop for about 3 months, but it's not clean. She missed you, Scott, because you spelt her name wrong. And she spelt your name wrong. That's karma.
See if this one's any different.
I bet she's going to eat your pie next, Scott. Scott must have muted because that would have really upset him. Copper House said, I had my first real encounter with punky wood earlier this week. I hated it too. I cut it all away. Yuck. Hodgepodge says, I found that if I let the cats in my garage, they will track all the shavings in the house and then my wife cleans it up. So she kind of cleans the shop.
Nice one.
Scott said, anyone who eats my pies is forever known as Wayne.
Hey, it's not my fault, everybody. left heels and forgot to take the pies home.
Di said he's home now. I don't know if that means he's in the chat, Wayne.
Eh?
Di said he's home. I don't know if that means he's backstage.
No, he's not yet. No.
Can you hear me all right, Jamie?
Yeah.
Vicky says, I think we have pie tonight, just saying.
You
I
have.
reckon if
I ain't.
I reckon if I left home after the live, I could get down there in time.
You can have my bit, mate.
Whether I can get a petrol anywhere to do it, I don't know. Because everyone's panic buying again. John's in.
Giggs is out in there.
Hoover that out again. How we're doing? We've still got a fair bit to go.
Please don't forget to smash that thumbs up, guys and girls out there in the chat. And also don't forget, if you really, really, really enjoy what Wayne's doing, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Wayne will be live.
That's why this cut.
Damn, mate, I can't hear you over all of it.
Wayne, you're Darth Vader and mate.
Sorry.
Yeah, as I was saying, Wayne's live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. He says it's going to take him slightly over an hour with the project he's doing. I think I might start the bets at 1 hour and 15 minutes.
No, it's going to take longer than an hour.
You reckon?
Definitely. Oh, yes.
Chris
Definitely.
Dodd says, are you doing a bass or no bass this time?
I'm not doing a bass. What I've done, turn the camera back onto overhead. Oh, what's happened to me? Overhead. Buggered off. There it is. Right, what I've done, I've just turned it down to this part here because I wanted to leave a bit of bulk, seeing as how I'm hollowing out. Once I finish hollowing out, I'll come back to this and take this down a bit narrower and then start doing the parting off, and then I'll finish off the sanding down at the bottom. That's why I haven't finished any of this yet, because I'm still going to be doing some turning on the bottom here.
Out of curiosity, Wayne, what do you do with all of your leftover mortises and tenons after you've parted off?
Burn them.
You just burn them, you don't save them for like
like for inlays for lids and things.
No, not necessarily inlays for lids. Like if you need to like cup centers or things like
jam
that.
chucks and stuff like that.
Chucks and
No,
things like
that. If it's a nice, interesting piece of wood, I'll maybe save it for using for an inlay and for a lid for a box. But usually they just go onto the fire along with all the shavings.
Yeah. So like, would you save a piece off of this, for example?
No, this would be far too punky to turn a box an inlay for a box lid because of the punkiness, I wouldn't get a really good finish, any sort of decent finish
Right.
on the end grain. So I wouldn't bother with this. If it was a nice piece of walnut, piece of burdock, anything like that, I'd probably save that as an inlay.
Okay, fair enough. Wayne Bigfoot Woodcraft says Tenon makes great glue blocks. I actually said it by his real name then. It's Wayne Bigfeet is.
God, that's bloody awful, that is.
Wayne says his Auntie Val's husband to you. I was trying to be nice today. Excuse me. I just need to set off the motion detector in my camera on the security camera.
Forgot to choose the camera back.
Yeah, you did.
I'll just clean up the bottom now with this round scraper. There we go.
Nice, mate.
Now, what I'll do, I'll just put a bit of shape on the top of this.
I've actually got a video coming out soon where I've got a piece of spalted wood on there, and Sneaks from Sneaks Wall Art told me to colour it. So if you don't like the colouring, you know who to blame. Speaking of Sneaks, make sure you go and follow him as well. This one for the shop, Wayne.
No. I thought I heard a crack there.
Punkiness.
Yeah, because the inside isn't finishing very well, and there's just been a huge piece just jump. Change the camera, see if you can see it. Just there. There's a big lump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tell you
no,
what you could do, Wayne. You could turn it into one of them vases with zips going down the middle of it.
I could. There's a big crack just going all the way down the side of that black salt line there. So I think what we'll do is do a bit of sanding on the outside of that rim.
Hodgepodge has got a question for you, Wayne.
Yeah,
Has Wayne ever done the colouring of spalted wood where you use a spalting line as barriers of different colours?
I tried that. When did I try that? A good few months ago I tried that, and it looked absolute pants. I don't know if it was because of my colouring. I think it probably was because of my colouring. I did it in a live, and it looked absolute bloody awful. So I took it all off and started again.
The wood dude says, get the colours out. I guess you could use like Sharpies or something like that, couldn't you?
You could. In fact, I think I did.
Yeah, I think. Not that long ago, you did one with Sharpies, didn't you?
I'm sure I did, and it looked, like I say, it was probably my technique, but it looked absolutely bloody awful. So I took all the colour off and started again.
Robbo says, Gav has a live after this. Mark the Gentleman Wood Turner's out there.
Hey, Mark.
Robbo and or Gav, can you send me a link to the live and I'll post it in the chat? Might be easier to just go to his YouTube channel, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it would be good to see you doing again, Wayne. That you haven't done for a little while.
What's
That's
that?
a string pull one of ours.
Oh, string pull. Yeah, I haven't done. You're right. I haven't done one of them in a while. I get this tool rest out of the way. Sand down this bit. There we go. Oh, another crack there. Oh well. I think I'll just take this piece up to Andy this afternoon, tell you the truth.
Why can't I find a Gav's channel? It happens all the time with Spirit and Bear as well.
Yeah, I've been looking. I can't find Gav's channel either.
And this sand and sealer is just soaking straight in certain places.
Can someone potentially send me a link on Facebook, maybe?
I found his
Gav's
channel.
Oh, you got it, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cheers. Sid sent me it as well.
Is that the link for the live or the link to his channel?
Well, if we put the link to his channel, it doesn't look like I
can't see the live.
The live set up. But I'm gonna put a link into a thingy anyway.
I've just done it.
Well, we've both done it, and he's got double it.
We'll save your ears and won't sing.
Oh, thank you.
I will.
And Mark's done it as well.
With hands that feel pity can be soft as your face. With light brown, you'll show gritty. Cheers, Robbo. So no one can find. It seems no one can find the link to the live, but the links to his channel anyway. So go over there and hit subscribe, and you'll get and hit that bell, and you'll be notified when he does go live.
Is your live for tomorrow night up yet, Wayne?
Yep.
Oh.
It might not be in my channel because I've found that the lives sometimes they don't put a reminder actually in the thing, although they have for the makers thing tonight, the Battle of the Makers tonight. That's in Steve's.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's the premiere for Sunday.
I bet I could find it.
Also,
I
head over.
could log
to-
into Wayne's channel.
Yeah, head over to Jamie's and Wayne's channel. They both put a video up last night of their speed turning from the Virtually Crafty.
In my defence, I could have gone faster. I was injured.
In my defence, I could have gone faster, but I was giving him a chance.
Right,
Yeah, but
there we go.
I bet Wayne's got better music on his. Just saying.
Well, actually, it was me that edited it.
I'll watch it on mute then.
Yeah. You sound even worse. Your voice sounds even worse when it's speeded up, Scott.
Yeah, but I used to be a chipmunk. I'm not sure whether I was Elvin, Simon, or Peter.
He didn't chipmunk it. It's just sped up.
Oh, just sped up. I'll
My chipmunk's mine. So
I'll
there's
watch
a
it
link to Wayne's video. What do you call it? Live on Saturday. Mark said speed is your friend, JP. Not with resin, it isn't.
There we go.
Yeah, I need to. I've actually bought a Forstner bit, so I can actually mount it differently on the lathe. But I didn't do it. I've done it on the worm screw again, and it takes away so much time.
Oh, it does, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a decent Forstner bit.
You don't have to buy a decent one, Scott. If you're only using it for putting mortises into bowl blanks, you can get a quite a cheap one for about £5.50 off eBay.
Yeah. So, mine are cheap Chinesium, and it doesn't matter.
This one is, but it only gets used for putting the mortise into a bowl blank. That's all it gets used for.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy one just for that, because these cheap Chinesium ones, I've got a big set. It don't matter how much I try sharpening them, I can't get decent edge on them.
I tell you, Record Power do a nice set of Forstner bits.
Oh, that's looking pretty. Shame about the cracks. Right, just put my short tool rest in. And I'll put this off.
Chris says it's a worry. I still couldn't understand what Wayne was saying. Speed it up.
You're joking, man.
I can't understand what Wayne's saying in real time.
Especially at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could understand you at 3 o'clock this morning. Actually helped speaking to you two to keep me awake on the drive home last night. David Nichols got a question. He says, "Are the Record Power chisels any good?"
What, the
Yes.
turning chisels? Yes. I've actually got a set. I've got the spindle set and the bowl turning set.
I've used them as well down at Jamie's.
Ruby says she fills the cracks with 2-part epoxy coloured black.
Yeah, Ruby, but I didn't actually notice these until right at the end. I probably should have done the cracks beforehand, to tell you the truth. But I mean, it's a demo piece at the end of the day.
It'd be a practice piece if there was a super chat.
So Benjamin says a sharp forcing a bit makes all the difference, but having a drill press with some oomph also helps.
Oh,
His
definitely.
His drill press has as much oomph as a teenager stacking shelves in Sainsbury's.
Yeah, that's one thing I have got is a pretty decent drill press. In
Ruby
fact,
says, "What do you use to colour it, Ruby?" Some people use coffee grounds, don't they?
you can use coffee grounds. You could probably use acrylic paint, to tell you the truth.
That's what Ruby just said as well. Yeah.
Yeah, to colour 2-part epoxy.
What about
You
food?
Yeah, you could probably use food colouring. And you'll
Obviously,
not need a hell
any
of a
sort
lot.
alcohol dyes, any sort of resin dyes.
Yeah, Ruben's saying crushed charcoal.
Yeah. There you are, guys.
Nice, mate.
One vase.
Nice.
Very
Spalted
nice.
silver birch.
Very, very nice.
Especially nice round this side. No, that side there. What sort of dimensions is it?
William Rose has joined us.
Hello,
7.
William.
7 inches tall by 3 3/4. So if you're looking at other money, that's 170 mil tall by about 90. I think that'll be, yeah, about 90, just over 3.5 inches.
So Hodgepodge says Starbond is a black CA and he can save you 15%. However, if you head over Jamie's channel,
I can save you 30%.
There you go.
There are a
That's
few
you guys,
terms that come with that though. So with to get 30% with my link, you have to sign up to the email and SMS list. Whereas if you don't, it will still stay at 15%. But yeah, you can get up to 30%.
Stephen said most of his turnings are over 90% coffee grounds in CA. Now, you're lying there, Steve. I've seen a lot of your work.
yeah. Steve, we need to see you do some lives or something because some of your work is fantastic.
Oh, videos. Videos at least, if not lives.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to call it there. It's nearly 5 to 2. One final look. It's nearly 5 to 2. I've got to shoot off and get some diesel in the car and go and pick up Jane's prescription, then shoot up to Deals for a couple hours.
Hey,
so
go past that burger joint and stop.
I always go past the burger joint. Well, I can't really because I'm having chips for tea tonight. So
there's no such word as can't.
There is with me.
I would do Danny might even get
do
a
an
webcam.
Adam challenge. There you go.
I tell you that there is no way at all I could do an Adam challenge. No way at all, Jamie.
That could be a fun video actually. Makers doing a challenge like that.
We should do that one day when we go up to Glyn's or something like that. Or find somewhere. There's obviously a lot of places in Yorkshire. Or go and find an eating challenge place.
Oh well, I wouldn't be joining in. It takes me off. Takes me only time to eat one burger.
I stitched Scott out one day and told him I'd buy him a pudding, and I bought him a Sharer's ice cream, and it come out like a bucket.
Nearly did it. Nearly.
Right then, I'm going to hit the button and shoot off up the road. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Should be a good one tomorrow night, hopefully. So hopefully I'll see you there.
And we'll see you tonight.